Hi, welcome to Cruising the World with Jackie. If you haven't subscribed, please do. And also like this video. It really helps my little teeny channel. But anyway, let's get back. We were on the Mardi Gras, and I have probably this video and one more on the Mardi Gras. Um, should go that way. We'll see. Okay, so today we're going to talk about what I liked, what I didn't like, and what is, there's a glare in here, and what is different on the Mardi Gras. So let's start with what I really liked. I'm gonna look at my notes here because there's a lot. Mardi Gras is a big ship, so there's a lot of stuff to go over. Food options. I did a whole video on food. Some things I liked, some things I didn't, but what overall you can say about the Mardi Gras is there are a ton of options. Okay, there's food everywhere. You know, free food, food that costs a little bit, the expensive restaurants. There's food everywhere. By far, it's probably the most options I've seen on any ship I've been on. So that's great. If you're a foodie, I think you would love this ship. So that's great. Pools, also great. There's the main Lido pool, which on many ships, that's all the pools they have. Then they have pools on pool on 8, okay? Then they have a pool up by shacks. So there's 3 main pools. I won't say they're main, but there are 3 options. They're all great. I really like that. Oh, and then there's the Serenity. So there's actually 4. There's the Lido, 8, shacks, and the Serenity. You know, there are by far, if you're a pool person, great options. The food and the pool placement. This is excellent. Every pool has food around it somewhere. Serenity has a little salad bar, which was really nice. And deck 8, of course, has several options. And Shacks pool is by Shacks. The Lido, of course, has the buffet, and then the other options around it. So that is really, really nice. Okay, love this. And I'm not so sure this is a Mardi Gras thing, but I'm adding it here, is the new muster. I hope it continues. Easiest by far. You walk down to the casino, the guy says, basically, you know, have you watched this? You know how to put a life jacket on? You say yes, and you're gone. By far the best thing ever. I hope it continues after COVID goes away. So easy, so nice, love it. Entertainment. One of my, I guess, criticisms of Carnival in the past is that some of the shows have been around forever. I probably have seen that Beatles show, I don't know how many flipping times. Although it's really good, you don't need to see it like every year. So the Mardi Gras has new entertainment, new shows. Really, that's great. The Serenity is huge. The Serenity area is huge. The weird thing about that on my cruise is there weren't many kids because of the vaccine mandates and the 5% exceptions and all that. But the Serenity was packed every day because it's really nice. The room design. Now, I will talk about a few weird things in the room design, but for the most part, the room designs are excellent. The closet. Okay. I mentioned this when I did my walkthrough of my room, which you'll see in my playlist down under cruises, but I have vertigo. On and off, it comes and goes, but they have slide out drawers. The one at the bottom is so great for my shoes. I cannot even express how much that was wonderful. The USB ports, love it. The refrigerator actually kept stuff cold. That was great. The shower door, I'm sure everybody, you have talked about that. The other one that was surprising to me is the safe. The safe is big. Sometimes, the safes on some of the older ships were small. You could hardly get anything in. I put my tablet in there. You could, and had room. So it's really a deep safe. So that's really, really nice. So, and the entertainment, let me get back to that in a minute. There's music everywhere, all kinds of music. So the electric violins, they're down in deck 8 in the barbecue area. That band did a tribute band. So every night it was a different, they did a Beatles, I think they did Eagles, I'm not really sure, but it was good. They did country music down there. So their music was very varied, which you don't always see on cruise ships. So that was really nice. There were 8 comedians, I think. I'm pretty sure there were 8 comedians. Plenty of comedy shows. If that's your jam, excellent. So the entertainment options on the ship are really, really great. The center stage band, excellent, excellent, excellent. So that was really nice. So that's what I really, really liked. Now let's go into what I didn't like. And I don't try to be a downer, but I am honest. I'm not a travel agent. I have a tiny non-monetized channel, so I give honest reviews. So there's some things I didn't like. I talked a great deal about entertainment and how good it was. What wasn't good was the placement of the entertainment. So I think they're trying to use the center stage area and lump stuff just into, well, let's just put it in the center stage. It doesn't work. Okay, there was a really nice show. I'm sorry, I can't think of the name of it. It's all in white. It's a lot of dancing. The electric violins are on it. It does not work on center stage. The problem with center stage and a lot of the entertainment is it's noisy. There's a bar there. It's people walking back and forth. So the shows like that, the Broadway musical guy, does not work there. People are walking in and out talking. You can't, it's not good for that kind of stuff. They also tried to put bingo in there. People were standing up. There's not enough room for that. I think they're trying to make the center stage be a catch-all, and it really isn't. So I think they just need to rethink that. It's not anything that can't be changed. I'm a little worried about that though, because the week that we went on, there were 3,900 people. It holds over 6,000. There is no way that they can do some of the entertainment and some of the venues if they're at their full staff. Not full staff, but if they're at full capacity, it's just not going to work. The bingo day was a nightmare on my ship. I don't know if they're still doing that. They tried to put that in the center stage. People were standing up trying to hold their cards. It just doesn't work. Like I said, it's too noisy for some of the shows they were trying to do. But that to me is an easy fix. Okay. What I don't know can be fixed is size of some of the venues. So I like the piano bar. After the show, or if there's a show that I'd seen, because they did repeat shows, which isn't great, but they repeat shows. I like to go to the piano bar. There's a big following for piano bars. There's Facebook groups and all kinds of stuff. This piano bar is small for the size of the ship. I only could get in the piano bar one night. It was the last night, and I'm thinking people went to bed early, they were packing, and that's why I got in that night. The comedy shows had lines. It's not good. So I think the venues, I was really sad to see the piano bar so small. I don't know if they're trying to get rid of piano bars. I don't know why. There's a big followings. There's people who go on ships just for certain piano bar entertainers. But I was sad to see that, and I was sad I couldn't get in there more. So I think some of the sizes of the menus don't work. I've already done a food video, so I'm not going to go too much into that, but the buffet was not good. Somebody told me, when they watched my video, that wasn't quite fair because the buffet is not up to full capacity because the ship isn't. To me, that's not fair. I mean, I paid a lot. I want a decent buffet, and just because the ship isn't full, I don't think I should get less. My dog is whining to go out. Back. Sorry about that. We, like many people, rescued a little puppy, and now this puppy is a huge horse. So beware when you go to a rescue and you don't know what breed the dog is. Love it to death, love her to death, but it's kind of funny. Okay, so I don't think that's quite fair, but I guess we'll have to wait and see if the buffet actually changes. Okay. So I talked about what I really liked in the room, and overall the room design is so good, but there's a couple weird things that can be fixed in the refit or whatever. And other people have talked about this, but the toilet paper is behind you when you sit on the toilet, so you kind of have to reach behind. It's really uncomfortable. The weird thing about it is right where the toilet paper should be is the tissue paper, the Kleenex. So they could just reverse them and it would be perfect. So that's kind of weird. The other thing is the balconies aren't private. So if you like that, if you like to go sit out in your nightgown or something else on the balcony, you can't. But the other thing is that I always enjoy, we don't get balconies very often. We pretty much are budget cruisers, so we usually go interior, but my husband was a little freaked out about the whole corona thing and didn't want to be stuck in an interior if somebody got sick, so we went to a balcony. And one of the things when we've had balconies a few times is I like to watch the pier runners. Okay, I also like to watch the comings and going on the dock, and you can't see the dock. Okay, you could not see the dock from where I was. I'm thinking, people who have been on the ship can tell me, but I'm thinking the only people that can see the dock is maybe the cove. I'm not even sure they can. The only place on the ship you could really see was on deck 8. So take that in consideration. Okay. The entertainment by far was the best I've seen on Carnival, but I'm just going to put this out here because it is kind of funny. The Mentalist show, the M show, awful, awful, awful. And we even laughed. People around me just looked at each other like, when it was over, like, what? And we kind of, people next to me laughed like, there are great mentalists that have been on America's Got Talent, but they need jobs. Sorry, Carnival. That mentalist show is awful. Get somebody better. It was weird. But overall, the entertainment on this ship was much better than I've seen in Carnival in years. So it's just kind of a funny side note. Okay. Now I'm going to talk about bathrooms. Not in your room, but on the ship. There is a major problem with the bathrooms. Okay, first of all, there's not enough. Now, women, right outside the main dining room, there was one bathroom, one woman's bathroom, one men's bathroom. This is the dining area. What do you do when you're done eating? You go to the bathroom. Always a line there. Okay, so that's the first problem. There weren't enough around the pools. There's not enough women's bathrooms. This is a design problem that happens. Stadiums, everywhere, women, we're kind of used to it, but it does become annoying. What makes this even worse is there is a flaw with the bathroom doors. Now, they're handicapped doors that open, really slow so the wheelchair can get in. And then it's supposed to close and go really slow. But there were places where there was only one bathroom, so it was a handicap, which is fine. That work, that's great for, if you're in a wheelchair, that's wonderful. The doors don't work. I tried this, I said something to one of the employees that was cleaning. I don't know why, I was just rambling probably. Like, these doors don't work. And she was like, oh, yes, they work. And then she tried to show me, and they didn't work. Here's the problem. You go in, the door shuts. It takes a while. So if you have to go to the bathroom, it's not a good idea. But anyway, it takes a while. It shuts. It's red on the outside. I mean, on your side, it's showing red. On the outside, it's green, and people can just wave and come right in on you. It's happened. It happened to me once. It happened to my husband a couple times. Other people were talking about it on the ship. It doesn't work. So this was the end of September. Maybe it's been fixed by now. It seems to me a very small, probably design problem that could be fixed very easily, but it was extremely annoying and very weird that nobody tested it out. And like I said, the employee that tried to tell me, oh no, there's nothing wrong with this, it didn't work when she tried it either. And then she kind of looked dumbfounded like, okay, well, that made me look stupid. So there's one other weird thing that is a design problem. I don't know, maybe it was made this way. On deck 8, there are there's a pool, and then on the side there's hot tubs, question mark. My husband called them the kiddie hot tubs because they're really not, the depth is really short. Like, I am really short. I'm like 5 foot, and it came up to my stomach. I mean, literally, maybe they are made for kids. I have no idea, but they're weird, and they probably need to be dug out a little bit. I don't know how you fix that, but they're weird. And the weird thing about that is that was like perfect place to watch us pull out, and I spent a couple times in there watching us pull out from Pierce, but it's weird. Like, it's not good enough to like even get that wet. I don't know, it's a weird design. Maybe it's meant that way, don't know. The other thing is, up in the shack area, their hot tubs, and even in Serenity, I heard somebody talking, they're very slippery. The floors coming from the hot tubs to the deck. I fell on the one on Shacks. I was somebody, when I was in the one in Serenity, told the woman to watch out, that her sister-in-law had fell the week before and broke her arm. I don't know. She was just, this is hearsay, but they're very, very slippery. They have the caution while wet, but they need something put down. I don't think that that's a hard design either. Put some, treads down or something. It's like from the step to the deck, it'll take you out. It took me out on the one in Shacks, and I even knew about it and hadn't been drinking, and they still did it. So would we go on the Mardi Gras again? That's the question. Probably not. And there's nothing really big about it, but when at 3,900 people and you still could go to over 6,000, I thought the venues were way too crowded. It didn't feel comfortable for me. So I don't think we'd go there again. There are other ships that we like better. I don't know. I unless it was a really good deal, we probably would not go back on the Mardi Gras. We're not a big carnival people anyway. We were big carnival people when we were kids. Look, every cruise line, every cruise ship has, you have a time and a place, right? Carnival to me is if you're really young or you really like to party, right? Or if you have kids. You can't beat their kids club. Now, right now, the kids club wasn't up and running, but when it is, I don't think you can beat their programs. I've taken kids on Princess. I've taken kids on Royal. I think Carnival is the best by far for that. So just my take on it. That's, my take on it. So You have to go and experience it yourself and see what you like and you don't like. Okay, one more quick thing. What is different on the Mardi Gras? The Mardi Gras is different. And some of these things didn't impact me at all. And so they weren't, I like it or I don't like it, because they really don't impact me. So I'm not really going to talk about the COVID protocols, because who knows, they might be here and may not be here, but everybody knows about them anyway. And you have to test, you have to wear a mask, we all know that. You have to be vaccinated, so we're not going to go in that. What is different is the design of the Mardi Gras. And I know some people have done the full boat tour, so I didn't do that. Also, I'm not that great of a videographer, to be quite honest. I think I'm better at giving you information and sit and talk like this. But the deck plan's completely different. So I'd probably say 95% of the boats that you go on, the spa and the workout gym is at the top. Not so on the Mardi Gras. So that's different. The layouts are so different. Where you think something should be, it's not. It's not an impact. It's just different. The muster station, whole thing. Love it. Talked about it before. That's different. That might be a COVID thing, might not be. I'm hoping it stays. Okay, what is very different and kind of sad, because I'm an old school cruise traveler, is no chapel, no library, no card room. May not impact you guys, and but I kind of enjoyed those quiet places on the ship. So they're gone. I don't think they're going to come back. It is a little bit of a shame, especially when this is a big ship like that you can't have those spaces. But it is what it is. So let me know what you thought about the Mardi Gras. Will you go back on it? Will you not go back on it? And thanks for watching. Bye. Okay, guys, so I wanted to jump back on because there were a couple things that I kind of forgot that I still had notes on that I really didn't even say. And I'm sorry, but my dog is crazy today. My puppy is going in and out, so if you hear that, I'm sorry. First is art auctions, no more. I don't know if that's the way of the future for Carnival. I don't know if the other ships are having them or not. Let me know below. I'm not sure, but there was none on the Mardi Gras. Look, I read all about the controversy of those. They make Carnival a lot of money. I still bought a few pieces. In fact, you can see a little bit of a frame of one that I bought. Look, I didn't buy art for an investment. I bought it because I enjoyed a piece, and it was reasonable or not reasonable. And I don't have any kind of art collection. I just bought what we liked. So I don't, sometimes I would go and the free champagne was not worth it. I'm not a drinker, and it was bad champagne anyway. But it was interesting to go and learn about a little bit about the artist and all. I can't say I would make or break a cruise because there was an art auction, but just FYI, there aren't any, and I don't know if that's I have a feeling that's the way of the future, because they did get some criticism about them. Okay, no laundry rooms. So doesn't impact me too much, but when my kids were little, I did do laundry because I had boys, and they didn't wear dress clothes. Maybe I could get them in dress pants once a week for church. Most of the time, even that was jeans and a nice polo shirt or something. So when we went, normally I had to buy some dress clothes. And I didn't want to buy too much because they weren't going to wear them, after that week. So, if I brought one pair of dress pants and they had to wear them for formal night or elegant night, whatever they're calling it, sometimes I would have to wash them. So it doesn't impact me that much anymore, but it would have in the past. So just FYI, I mean, you still can get them washed. It's just that you got to send them away. And I guess I have to wonder if, the times that I had to spot clean, if they would do that. I'm sure they would, but it's just something else to know about. All right, the biggest difference that I can't believe that I forgot the first time is your phone. So you have to do everything on your phone. Sammy, sorry. So you have to do everything on your phone. And so I'm not a real big fan of that. Restart that because we bought this really tiny little rescue puppy and she has become a really large dog. Let's see if you can see her. She's all black and she's really big. So sorry about the mess that you probably saw. It's laundry day. But anyway, so the phone. I don't enjoy carrying around my phone. I do take pictures with my phone, but that's about all I do with my phone while I'm on vacation. I don't get the package. Hello, Sammy. Come on, you want to be in the picture? Come on. Anyway, so I don't get the internet package or anything like that, but you did have to reserve one for the restaurants. That does work very well, just FYI. You know, you put it in and they tell you when to go, you can go. That reserve is good. You don't have to stand in line anymore. So I did like that. What I thought was funny though is every single day when I went to check in at the main dining room, I would hold up my phone with the table number, and the girl touched my phone. I was like, stop. So after about the fourth day, I would like put it back where she goes to touch it, put it back. But it's just a stupid little thing, but I thought it was funny. I'm like, that's what we're trying to avoid. People touching each other and all that good stuff. So, but you really do need a phone. So I talked about this when I talked about the excursions, which is in my playlist, but my husband's phone broke. Just wouldn't work, wouldn't turn on, would not work. So thank God I brought my tablet. I'm not even really sure why I brought my tablet, but I did bring my tablet. So I used my tablet, he used my phone, and then he found a guide to fix it in San Juan. So if you're interested in that story, go to my excursion. But so you really do need a phone. I'm not sure what he would have done if I didn't have my tablet. I guess he wouldn't have been the one reserving the restaurants, and I guess maybe you would have to physically go to the restaurant. I don't know how that works if you don't have a tablet or a phone. But you also have your schedule of events. You can get a paper one if you want. I got one the first day, a paper one, because I thought I would really need it, but I just used my phone after that. So I did use my phone for that. I would rather not have to carry my phone, but that's just an FYI. So those are the differences. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please like and subscribe. Thank you.